everyone. Welcome to AS Testimony Talk Show. And my name is Akeem Smith, and I am your host, right? I'm so happy, to be your host. And I must take the time out to welcome everyone tonight on another episode of AS Testimony Talk Show. It is a pleasure to, always, like every single Sunday, I'm here, having different persons sharing their story, what God has done for them. And I must say that you are special because what you take the time out of your busy schedule to be on my show, to support this ministry, to hear what others has faced, as a child of God. So I must say thank you so much for joining, and welcome to another episode again of AS Testimony Talk Show. It is always a pleasure having you tonight. AS Testimony Talk Show. It is a weekly show where I have a different individuals where they come and share what God has done for them. So if you have a testimony that you would like to share, please reach out to me at 876-5344984. That's 876-5344984 to share your testimony, because as Christians, we all have something that we would like to share to the world what God has done for us. So tonight I have with me my guest Sherlon Russell. He is the 2019 Digicel Rising Star winner, and he's already here. And I'm so grateful, to have him tonight on my talk show. I know for sure that it will not, you will not regret being, joining tonight, because tonight will be a blast, and tonight will be a full, fulfilling, night. Guys, please also remember to invite a friend. Invite a friend, invite your family, invite your neighbors, invite either your dogs. Invite even your dogs to be a part of AS Testimony Talk Show. However, if you have not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe to this talk show, so whenever time I upload a video, you will be updated. Again, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and invite a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Akeem Smith is here on YouTube every single Sunday, doing the work of God, because God work must goes on. So again, my guest tonight is Sherlon Russell, and he is the 2019 Digicel Rising Star winner. Again, I'm so excited because I know that tonight is going to be like a night like never before. Before I go any further, please comment and let me know if you are able to hear me clearly. So please comment and let me know if you're able to hear me. Again, please comment and let me know if you are able to hear me, everybody, just before I move on. Yes, wonderful. So you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me. Great, wonderful. So again, I have with me my a brother, a servant of the Most High God. His name is Sherlon Russell, and he's already here. And right now, guys, I want you to send some emoji, send some fire emoji, send some exciting emoji right now, as I make welcome my guest. And again, he is the Digicel Rising Star 2019, and his name is Sherlon Russell. Again, please send some emoji in the chat as I bring him up on the screen right now. Good night, Sherlon. How are you doing?
Hello, good night. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Again, I must say thank you so much for taking the time out to be a part of AS Testimony Talk Show. It is a pleasure having you, and it's also a delight knowing that you take the time out of your busy schedule to join me tonight. And my guests are, I mean, my viewers are excited knowing that you're on to share what God has done for you, to share your journey as a young man. And And again, this talk show is where we have every single week we have each a new individual rather to share what God has done for them. And so tonight it is your night to share what God has done for you. So guys, before I get into it, I want you again to remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and invite a friend to be a part of tonight's talk show. So I'm gonna get right into it now. So Sherlon rather, I want you to tell us who is Sherlon Russell.
Yes, and good night again, and to all the viewers and everyone here. Yeah, Sherlon Russell. If I would try to describe myself, I would say I'm a simple person. I really like to uh, to just go through things as it relates to learn how to do things in the simplest way. Realize in scripture that
Yes.
um, it's really just some basic. The most powerful things in scripture are some really simple things. Even the gospel is a very simple thing. So I try to be simple, and I think I am simple. Right? That's yeah.
Simple indeed you are. Simple indeed you are. So, I've been doing my research and I've been, trying to find out who is this person by the name of Shirley Russell. So my viewers would want to know your background, where you from, which school you attend, they would like to know about your parents, your brother, your sister. So I want you to tell us about your early beginnings right now.
All right. Well, I'm a country person. I grew up in the country, so I grew up in Point Hill, and I went to Point Hill East Primary and Junior School, and it
Mm-hmm.
was just amazing being in the country. And you learn how to be neighborly. 'Cause, when you're in the country, you can't pass and don't say howdy. You can't pass and don't say good morning. So you know to be neighborly. And we were blessed with food. 'Cause, there's always fruit trees. My mother, um, and my father, they would
Yes.
we would engage in um, a lot of nice, fun activities, from earlier on, where we would especially singing. I used to love those times that we get to sing. So, um, what else can I say? I mean, I, growing up, I think I enjoyed enjoyed growing up. I enjoyed being a child, and I enjoyed, just yeah, just growing up in the way I grew up. Yeah.
Wonderful. So tell me something. Were you this form of boy or guy who loved to like climb the trees and play cricket or play footballs? Were you like football? Were you like that?
Well, as I mentioned, climbing tree. I hope it was impossible for me to not love climbing tree because there's so much trees, and plus your roots were there, so I would have to climb tree. As far as the football, I guess I was a little bit locked in. I go if I want to go there, because like I mean I was like mostly inside my house, so I never really get
Yeah.
to when I go to school, maybe, yeah, when I was at school I would play Stucky. I don't know if anybody knows Stucky. It
Yeah,
was
that's
run.
right.
Right, Stucky was probably my favorite game. Yes, it's like so yeah, I used to love to play, of course, and climbing trees was probably one of the nicest things to do. Yeah.
Okay. You also mentioned that you're from the country. Which country is that? Is it Montego Bay? Is it Clarendon? Where are you from?
Oh, St.
Where are you from?
Catherine Point Hill.
Dintiel.
St. Catherine.
Is it Dintiel?
No, Point Hill.
Oh,
Point
Pointiel.
Hill.
Pointiel.
Yeah, yeah, right there.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, how is it like living in Point Hill? Because I remember, going to Point Hill at church. It is like so cold up there. How is it like, living in Point Hill?
Oh wow, you're from Point Hill. You're,
No, I'm
you
there, but I go there like for ministry and stuff like that. So it's like I know, the environment and stuff like that, the coldness and stuff like that. So how is it like living up there? in that
Yeah,
Jamaica?
fun to, all right. So because I grew up there, I never realized how fresh the air was. You know, I just grew up in the fresh air, and then I um never realized how cold it was until I came to Spanish Town now, where it was just too hot for me. Like I was just really struggling, and the air. No offense, but the air in the country is a lot more fresh. Like it's very fresh, and you know
Hmm.
it's just this the environment is just you can just it's just very enjoyable, and even though it's cold, or some people might find it cold. I guess it's because you don't get used to it yet. But yeah, I enjoyed being up there. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great. That's great. So I know for sure that my audience is excited, want to know more about you when you got saved. What inspired you to give your life to God as a young man? What inspired you to give your life as a young man, and and at what age you got saved?
All right. Yeah. What inspired me? I would say the story would start with my mother.
Hmm.
I just remember as early as I can remember, she has been telling us of Bible stories, and I used to just
Yes.
enjoy those. She used to have this. She used to have this big book where she would
Hmm.
you know early in the morning she would lie with us, and she would just tell us about Samuel and Elijah and Samson and David. Just read the
Hmm.
stories to us, and I was just very interested. I was just you know very interested in it, and not to mention, she would take us to church, and my mother was very involved in church, and so we would go to church often, and it's like I just developed like from earlier on. I just I was in
I
awe of
love.
who God is. I love for God, and I was in awe of who God um is, and it's just like
Yes.
um it was at age 7. Mother mentioned to me that, and I still remember coming to her and asking her um um telling her that I want to be saved, and so forth like that, and at that time the church that we were going wouldn't allow us to be like baptized at that age. But I just remember really just being um like I would say, like, I think God was just working on me from then. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
working on me from then. I got baptized at 12 though. I got baptized at 12,
Oh,
and
12.
yeah, and so you know it it's hard to avoid um because of the way I was growing up.
Hmm.
It is hard to avoid um you know just really just having a reverence for God. It's hard. It's hard to avoid. Um, it's just hard to avoid it. Like it, I just knew, and even my sister, and the way
Yeah. Yeah.
growing up, we just knew that God was there. He was looking at us. We knew everything we were doing. So it's just like we had that in mind that God is a part of
Drive
my life.
to say, hey, I want to,
Right,
yeah, I just want to give my
right,
life to God. Yeah.
right. So
So,
mhm.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sherlon.
Oh, well, I was finished. I was finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that back in the past, your mom, used to, tell you story. Which one of the story that caught your attention? Was it, Jonah, or was it Noah, or was it, which one of the story that caught your attention?
Yeah, funny thing, while talking a while ago, I was just remembering Samson. Samson probably is the one that caught my attention the most, and maybe it's because I was a child and I was like, super strength, super strength. But I think the reason it caught my attention, even outside of the super strength, was the
Yes.
whole lost his strength, and it was just being disobedient to God. And it's a sad story to me when I was growing up too. It was a very sad story because I saw the draw picture with him strong with the lion, tearing the lion's mouth apart.
Yeah,
Then the next
that's right.
page,
That's
yeah, the next page was him turning a mill, him head pinch up,
right.
and him not have no eye. and we're just like, wow, look at what the enemy wants to do to us when we are disobedient or when we go outside of the will of God. Look at what the enemy wants
Mhm.
to see. And it was very sad. It was very sad. And it's very sad.
Yeah, it is very, 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 very sad. It's very sad. So my viewers, is very excited, want to know more about this Sherlon Russell, want to know every single thing about you. And I'm also excited because I want to know, who is this person. So I want you to tell us, at what age did you discover that you can sing? What age did you realize
Oh,
that, hey, I'm a singer and I can do all these wonderful high notes and all these things? At what age did you discover that you were good or you were a singer?
wow, the thing is that the family has always been singing. The family has
Mm-hmm.
always been singing. As I mentioned, growing up, singing was like singing was just it was like oh, all right. So maybe I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say is that probably before before I could speak words, I was trying to fit in my own family. I was trying to fit in because they're all singing and
Yes.
harmonizing together, and so from early from earlier on, I was just really just trying to fit in with my own family, and so I remember my mother always telling me that even at age 3, I used to sing. I want to make heaven my home, and I was singing it at the top of my voice. And
Wow.
people would come at the yard gate and say, and say, yo, and like say, yo, this young man is singing from his heart, like I don't remember it, but it's my mother telling me that happened, and so I think it it just continued in that way where I just was just following what I saw my family doing, and so
Yes.
maybe not from the age of 3, maybe, but um I know there was a gap also though. There was a gap where I just got really shy. I think it was
Wow.
I think it was probably age 7. I don't know if it was probably because we didn't want to baptize and never get baptized and we just get super shy. Come here and say, I don't know if that happened. But like but age 7 I
Mm-hmm.
remember getting super shy. I never really know why. And I think probably at the age of 16. At the age of 16 I started to uh I started to take it serious again in terms of
Yeah,
singing.
take it serious and start to sing and stuff like that. So you got baptized at age 12, right?
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
to know at the moment, like what are some of the roles you play in your church? Are you a worship leader in your church? Or do you play the keyboard in your church? Are you direct the choir? Or what do you do in your church at the moment? By the way, which church do you attend?
Oh,
Which church do
well,
you
right.
attend?
I think the Spanish Town Tabernacle Church.
Oh,
Back then I used to attend the Angels Assemblies of God. So during my time in Angels Assemblies of God, I I used to play instruments. 'Cause I remember in at church. For the first year I got baptized, 12 to
yes.
13, 12, 12 to 13. I was just still shy, you know. I was just like, I remember a nail that was on the wall at my church. Every Sunday I go there and I just hold on for the piece of nail. Hold on for the piece of nail. I don't know why. Mom just always finger out my hand, always find that nail. And but I guess we not find my place yet. I was just but I was always gazing over the music, the musicians over there, and I was just always just intrigued by the music. And after a while, a pastor came to me and he said he wanted me to be a part of the worship team, but that
Yes, yes.
I wasn't ready to sing it. I wasn't ready to sing it. I said, I don't know, pastor. So I said to him, it's Pastor Ainsley, and I said to him, I don't know. And then I don't, but I know eventually what happened is that I was, I guess I was catching on, got over my mind in a one certain way. I start catch two things from off of the keyboard by just watching and just
Yeah, yeah.
copying, copy taking, I call it copy taking. And so I was out there after church just playing with the keyboard, and a brother songster saw me
Mhm.
playing something, and he said, I have a keyboard for you, and he
Wow.
gave me a keyboard, and he gave me a keyboard, and from that, everything I hear or everything I see, I come home and I try to play it, and I try to play it, and so I was a musician. Um, you know, I guess I started to be a musician. Well, started to be a drummer first. Started to be a drummer first,
Mhm.
and I really love the drum. I probably love it more than the keyboard too. But at age 14, I started to play
So
the,
can you
the
play
music
the drum
stuff.
as well? Can you play the
Yeah,
drum? Can you play the drum?
yeah. I love it, man. I love it. I'm not a professional at it, of course, but I can play the drum. I played it. I still play it sometimes. But like so age 14 going onwards, music, and it's because the reason why I chose music too is because it doesn't require that much attention, because singing would require a lot of persons looking at you, so forth. So when I was playing the music now, I felt comfortable because you have even company beside you too, so you're all right and things. So
Yes.
um I did that, and we go in choir practice, and after a while I was a part of the choir too. uh, um and then that's where you know the choir is, it doesn't force you to sing like by yourself, so it wasn't so easy, it wasn't so hard for me to transition into the choir and say, me alone I sing, why you sing together. So I guess there's and when we reach 16 now, me say, all right, when I feel so
Start
shy.
to get out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, start feel less shy and more bold, yeah.
All right. So I want us to go back a little bit, right? So I want you to tell us, which school did you attend? Was it, which school did you attend? The high school, primary school? Which one? Which school did you attend?
Yeah, Point Hill East Primary and Junior High School, and then I went to Eltham High. Mm-hmm.
Or Elton High School? So tell me
Eltham
something, because knowing you as a little quiet boy in a high school and all those things, right? How was it like in high school? Was there a point where you have some, some bad boys, some bad thugs that try to trouble you because you're this quiet guy in high school? Tell us about high school, days.
High. Let me try to remember. I think high school. High school was okay. I don't think I got bullied in high school. Funny thing about it is that I'm a different person now than I was in high school in terms of I was still Christian, but I think I was way more aggressive. And
Mhm.
even though I might seem to be a quiet person, I talk a lot. I talk a lot of a lot of things I just always want to say or have to say. And so, but in high school, it wasn't. I don't think I can't remember being bullied. I know I was in
Yeah.
cadet though. I was in cadet, and the thing about cadet too is that you're kind of a part of an organization, so people don't really trouble you because of that too. So
That's great.
that. So yeah, can't remember being bullied or anything. I was okay at high school.
Great, 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 great. Wonderful, wonderful. So being in cadet and stuff like that, how was it like in cadet? Did you last long time in cadet, or was it like a long period, being in the cadet, or was it just for like a short period of time?
It was for about it was for about 2 years. At that time, I left it. Well, I was well. Come like it gonna sound like me I toot my own horn here, just but I was getting promoted pretty fast. I guess because
Hmm.
I was very disciplined. I don't break rules really. So it you know so I follow instructions the way, and so I don't complain. Even when I go to training, me no complain. We just do what me need to do, and so me I get promoted, and so I was a lance corporal in less than a year. And you have
Wow.
to recruit, then private, then lance corporal. And so it's like the reason I came out was because I couldn't afford the uniform. So it's a funny story is that I was a lance corporal. I couldn't go up on the marchings, like when they go on parade. I couldn't go up on it
Hmm.
because I never have uniform. So it's feel funny because me I help her train the recruits and the private. and them I go up on parade and me poor land scarf all of this. So I mean kind of get embarrassed. So we just kind of just dodge the whole thing and just tell them something. Come on, yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow, 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 wow. Well, I'm so happy that you shared that with us because many of us didn't know that you were a part of cadet and all those things because many people, wouldn't imagine see you in cadet because you're just this quiet Christian boy who goes to church and play keyboard, who sing and everything. But I want us to get in this part, right? I want us to get in this part. Digital Rising Star, everybody know that you are the winner of Digital Rising Star. I want to ask you this question. Being a Christian, what motivates you to enter Digital Rising Star at that in 2019?
right. Like it's a little bit. It's a long story, but let me try to put it short as possible. It's really just it was a conversation between me and God. I
Mhm.
felt Him leading me to do it, and it was a very clear word. It was really a word from 2018 that I would be victorious in something in 2019, and it was weighty. It felt like it felt like I would have to make some do some things that I wouldn't do in terms of I would have to be more bold and stuff like that. And 2019 came, and I had a dream. I had a dream where Anthony Miller was at my church, and I was at my church,
Really?
and yeah, man, I was like, in the gym, I was like, "What is my my church?" And
Hmm.
you, some dancers were dancing and dance ministry, and he was there, and I don't remember the full dream go because I was just sometimes I forget dreams, but I think what happened is that him
Understand.
just almost there to judge the dancers them, but just the puzzling of the dream. But what
Hmm.
happened is that anyways, we just um wake up the last audition day for Digital Rising Stars. Just get up with the conviction and say, yo, may I go? My mother never know, my sister never know, them just see me just get dressed that day. And we are go. We just say, yo, may I go audition. And I say, you know what, somebody for coming here, man. I say, I mean, in one way, man, I say if it turn out bad, I mean, less people know it better. You understand? So it's like, but just they go there and trust me, um, every minute me have to tell myself, don't leave, stay, cause line long, like me have so much opportunities for to say, me going back now. But yeah, so me got here because it was I would just say shortly it's because I felt like the Lord was leading me to do it, and yeah,
That's right.
just made a step of faith. Yeah.
Wonderful. So going to the audition, how was the experience there? Because being in the long lines and listening to so many other persons that is able to sing even maybe better than you, or maybe yeah, it kind of make you feel a bit fearful. But what really give you the drive to stay there and say, hey, I'm going to do this. What give you the drive to remain and say, hey, I'm going to do this? Tell us about that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, me actually have to see. It's hard to left if think about what we left out, because we know we can't say everything. But like overall, me did
Yeah.
here, and trust me, as me say, I did want to leave because me I say, what me I do here,
Mhm.
so every minute me ask myself, what me I do here, and like line long, and then me I say, yo, but meet somebody who me didn't know, so we
Mhm.
talk, and the time passed a little bit faster because of that. So we did the and thing, and as you mentioned, yeah, I hear people are sing some nice. Yeah, I hear them are sing nice. Yeah, I hear the audition them
Yeah.
are go on like I say, wow. I understand. So it's like there's so much reason why I'm saying I'm gonna leave now. And somebody say, no man, leave man. And then I say, I'm gonna stay, but and then Miss see sorry, what name again? Jeez, one of
Somebody. You saw
yeah,
somebody that you know.
yeah, somebody he in charge of the chill room, and he was there.
Oh,
He would normally like interview the persons even before the audition or after the audition. me dodge him out for the whole
Oh,
time. Come
Sanjay, you talking about Sanjay, right?
Sanjay,
This is Sanjay.
right? Yes.
Yes.
Every time I see him come my way, me dodge him out, but I make it look too obvious because what reason why me I say if me don't get through, then if me don't get through, then what would have happened is that me would have nobody would know because he would get to interview me and at all, and he would have less likely if he come on TV. So we just had that remote and thing, and me I say, all right, what I'm going to do, just do it and slip through, go me yard. So let's. I think we just did a look point and say, all right, me come here. The reason, the whole reason is that I mean, me now go home regretting, so me never try. So this, I guess that what did that that it caused me to stay and do it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I want you to tell us on that day, which song did you choose to sing for Anthony, Aline, and Conroy? Which song did you sing or sung on that day? Tell us about
Uh,
that.
the climb by Miley Cyrus.
Hmm.
So I sang that one.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, that was what I sang, and it really was a good song. It was a graduation song for when I was leaving Eltham too, and it's a really
Hmm.
nice song because it's really about what I was doing. You know,
Yes.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside
Uh-huh.
my head saying, you'll never reach it. And I sang that one because it was easy to tap into what the song was saying. That's why I sang it. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. So the stage on the spot, standing in front of Conroy and Elaine, or Aline rather, and Anthony. You know, how were you feeling? Was you were nervous, or what were going to your head at that time?
Yeah, man, it's hard not to be nervous. It's hard not to be nervous. I was just there. I think I closed my eyes the whole time. Closed
Mhm.
my eyes the whole time, which is the wrong thing to do, but I, I think it was the best choice of action for somebody like me who I love freak out. So
Yes.
it's like me just
Yes.
close my eyes and sing. Because me I say, alright, me just give this a shot. We go sing, and that's it. Like we just what we need to do and try. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow, wow, wow. So so you have Anthony, Alain, and Conroy. I mean, you say Anthony is, can be very difficult at time. Seeing that you are um a Christian dude or Christian guy rather, and seem so coward or seem so nervous. Who chose you? Who gave you that paper and say, okay, then I'm going to let this person, get a feel of digital rising star? Who gave you that paper? Who selected you at that time?
Yo, I can't actually remember exactly, but I think it was Ali, and I would ever. I can't remember how the paper
Mhm.
thing up. I just know some. I just didn't. Me almost feel like say it's a ghost. Like I'm just nervous, so nervous that I just feel like say, oh, when you go up there a while ago, it's like like a something carry me up there and just sing for me and just carry me up. But yeah, we did get the paper and we just did surprise, man. Happy.
Wow.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow. So many of us tonight know that you dropped out of the digital rising star. You didn't make it in the top 14. But I want you to tell us, where were you when you got the call that you would be one of the wild card, the Digicel, wild card? Where were you at the time when you got the call?
Oh well, yes. I was at a little. I was doing some voluntary work where I was
Hmm.
it was summer, so yeah. So I was teaching a class. I was teaching a class and doing some voluntary work where you know yeah, it was just a call during class.
Okay.
I was like this unknown number. So I went in the bathroom and I answered it, and I heard what I heard. And I was like, wow, wow, this is happening, eh? This is happening. So I was just like really, I was really nervous and excited at the same time. Nervous and
Mhm.
excited at the same time. Yeah,
We were
but
excited at the same time.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
So,
called my sister same time and told her what I heard, and they were excited, and I told my mother too. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow, that's great. That's really happy. And remember that earlier you stated that you got that this dream that Anthony was at your church, and I believe that this was is like a confirmation for you to to enter the digital rising star, and
Nothing.
and yes, it was like like a confirmation for you to go, because it's like you were you were pondering if you should enter this rising star, but you said that you were feeling excited, and your family, your mom, but I wanted to tell us about your mom. Your mom, was she there supporting you, giving you the support that you need, helping you campaign and all those things? Tell us about
Yeah, my mother, she was very supportive. If you look at the first time I sang at Digital Rising Stars, you will see her with a lion palm fist pushing up
yeah.
to the sky.
Yeah, I saw,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she had a lion palm fist pushing up to the sky. And I think that may be more of a hmm. It just always seemed to me that it was just like a prayer answered or something
Yes.
like that. When you prayed someone through something, and you see where God is helping them. So especially through prayer, like I would say that that's where she supports day and night. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Mhm.
And trust me, brother Sherlon, it is very good when we have our parents behind us supporting us in whatsoever we do, because if we do not have our parents support, it feels as if we are going to like we won't make it. And so I must say that I must say thank you to your mom, for being there for you through a digital rising star. But I want to ask you this question as well. When you got the call, or when you received the call, which song did you select to sing on that night when you got the call and said, okay, then you have to come and sing for us? Which song did you select it to sing, or on that time night?
Okay. Well, I called when I called my sister. She, as I said, she was excited. She started to search for
Mhm.
songs. I wasn't even searching for songs as yet, but she searched for song. When I reached home, when she showed me a song that she was thinking of, which was um um
Was it The Impossible? Was it that song? Was it that
the
song?
Flying Without Wings. Yeah, it was. I was just going through the whole song in my head a while ago, but yeah, Flying Without Wings. And
Hmm.
she showed me it, and I just liked it. I liked it. So she really helped with that. I mean, that song was so relatable. Relatable also. Flying Without Wings. Sometimes you feel inadequate or like you're incapable.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Flying Without Wings is a beautiful picture to just living a life by faith. And so
Hmm.
singing that song was easy to tap into that one also. And uh yeah, it was easy to tap into that one, and it meant a lot to me singing it. I was very happy.
Wow.
hmm
That's awesome. That's
Nervous,
awesome.
nervous, bad. If I look on the clip, when I go see my eyes, them look almost like that. But it was just flying without wings again. I kind of say I didn't have what I might not have had what it took. I was thinking I don't have what it takes, but I'm doing it. I felt like I didn't have what it takes, but I'm doing it, and that's what that song was probably saying. You don't have what it takes. You don't have the wings to fly, but you fly. You
Yes.
have to fly tonight. Yeah,
That's right. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
So I want to ask you this other question, right? Because as I said, I want my viewers to know every single thing. What you've been through, what you faced, all the struggles that faced, all there on the street and stuff like that. So we know that Digital Rising Star, is based on popular votes, right? Popular votes. What method, did you use to get your votes in? What did you have to do? put your votes in, to say, hey, okay, then I have to do what I have to do to remain in this competition? What did you do?
Yeah, so I wish it was easy, but when I went in the competition and I realized that the votes was really like 50% or more
Hmm.
of the work. You realize you had to go out there, you have to walk the streets and
Hmm.
basically beg money. You have to just walk and beg. Hey, would you like to support um me for next week? Would you like to see me next week? If you want to see me next week, please help me. And you just have to beg. And trust me, it's not easy out there. It's not easy out there
Right.
because you're going to get some no. You're going to some no. You're going to get some no. You're going to get some no. Yeah, yeah, get it. At Jamaica with the. And you mentioned about Anthony Miller being, hard. Anthony Miller is not as rough as the streets of Jamaica. Anthony Miller is soft compared compared to campaigning on the streets. Trust me. Um,
Yes.
trust me. Just me. But yeah, it was hard work, but it was worth it, and it builds you too, builds your backbone, give you some backbone, and it make you know,
Hmm.
it make you check your conviction too. If your conviction was not strong, you would just go back home.
Yes.
Go back home sometimes, but your conviction is there, and say, oh, I mean, you not kill me, and the conviction. I want to. And by the way, my conviction was really towards spreading the gospel. I deep down,
That's right.
that's what I want. And I know sorrow, and I know that if it weren't for the Lord in my life, sorrow would have
Yes, that's
prevailed.
right.
And so, spreading the gospel to me is my way of you know helping. I will look at it as sometimes I look at it as different versions of me out there going through some different types of sorrows and pain and burdens, carrying some burdens that I know can be lifted just with hearing the gospel, just with hearing the gospel. And so I write songs, and I wanted them to come out. Some of them not come out yet, and we're still
It's
working
just
on
a
it.
matter of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. We're still working on it, and it's just really a passion for you know, as I said, different versions of people out there like me are how what I was going through in life, and I'm just looking at what I can do to help before I leave this world. And sometimes, again, the conviction is hinged on me wanting to leave this world empty. I hear that phrase some time ago, and
Yeah.
that was real touching. Leaving the world empty. I don't want to leave the world with you know unfinished business. So I just wanted to do what I needed to do, and so that the conviction was there, strong.
Absolutely. All right. So I think we're having some feedback, Sherlon, in the background. I'm not sure if there's another device playing.
Oh,
You know.
sorry.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I want. Okay. Okay. Great. So guys, as Sheldon, gone to take care of that thing. Please remember to like, subscribe, and invite a friend to be a part of tonight, testimony talk show. Again, I have the 2019 Digital Rising Star, and his name is Sherlon Russell. You might seen him on TVJ or on CBM or maybe on different channels on YouTube, because he's doing a wonderful work for the kingdom of God, right? So please again remember to share, subscribe, and invite your friends to be a part of this wonderful talk show, because things is getting heated. It is getting hot in here. You know what I mean? It's getting hot in here. So Sherlon, I know that sometimes us as human beings we can get discouraged and all those things. Well, campaigning and all those things. But was there a time, campaigning, something, happened where you say, wow, God, why this happened? Was everything smooth, rather, while campaigning,
Oh, no, not at
anything
all.
happened on the road, you know?
Not at all. Not at all. again, yeah, big money. Pride, pride, which is not a bad pride if you don't want big money, but it's hard if you go out there and
Mm-hmm.
I try to I try to find a way to say it one way, not sound like yeah, big money, but it's really big, yeah, big money. It's just, but again, on top of that, persons, person instead of saying no, persons will say no, and persons will just make sure say you no, say you're not win, and it's just like sometimes I wonder, hey, where you go that far? You could have said me just one normal no, and leave me. It's just like people, yeah, you get all type of things that would just make you feel, but
Yes.
just so you go, just so you go.
Yes. So good, good, good. So tell us some of the place that you went to campaign, like Spanish Town, Maypen, Kingston.
Yeah,
Name some of the place that you been to campaign.
yeah, yeah. I went to Spanish Town, Bagwalk, Linstead,
Mm-hmm.
Kingston. I went in Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where else? Downtown. I, I went as much places as I could go. I think I went all about one time. Um, and Point Hill, went to Point
Mm-hmm.
Hill, my hometown, of course. Walk out the whole
So
of Point Hill, walk out the whole of Point Hill. Yeah, there may be more
yes,
places, but I can't remember anymore now. I can't remember anymore now. Yeah, the
no
places.
worries. I understand. I understand. So this question that I have for you, I'm so excited because I want to hear your answer or your feedback, and I know that for sure that my audience would like to hear what you have to say. So we all know that Anthony Miller is like a beast, a beast, like a lion on the Digital Rising Star. So he's known to be one of the most fair judges, but I wanted to tell us, how did you handle his reviews of your performance every single week? Every week.
Yo, really and truly, I guess I guess I was thinking about things a little bit different. I guess I was more nervous about Anthony Miller's comment than the rest of the judges' comments. In fact, I don't know if I was nervous about the um the comments that much because the comments are. So I'm just being truthful this time. I just want to put that out
Yes,
there.
yes.
I was nervous about the comments. I was really because the comments are genuine. I think they are genuine. They are always
Mm-hmm.
genuine. And so when I listen for the comments, in fact, I was more nervous about not giving it my all or not being focused while singing or being
Mm-hmm.
so I was more nervous about that. You know in yourself when you never do your best.
Yes.
So I was nervous about the stage overall and going there. And so when they started commenting, I wasn't really nervous about the comments, to be honest. And so again, we have to be honest. I just truth. I never really nervous about the comments. Um,
Yes.
yeah. But me just thankful. Me just thankful. So God, you probably make me look on it like that because me know persons always mention about Anthony Miller and and
Yes.
something like that. But as I say, Anthony Miller is a nice person compared to campaigning out on the streets. It's really, woo, yeah, yeah,
Wow, wow. That's
yeah.
that's 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 like, yeah, shake it. But all right, so I can see, that persons are commenting, guys, Sherlon will be singing. At the end of the show, he will be singing. But Sherlon, these people are saying that, hey, they want you to sing what? Flying Without Wings. Is it okay if you give us a little piece right now? Without Wings.
Private wings.
Can you
All
do
right.
that? Go ahead.
Let me try. Everybody's looking for that something.
Yes.
One thing that makes it all complete. You'll find it in the strangest places, places you never knew it could be.
Yeah.
Some find it in the faces of their children, and some find it in their lovers' eyes.
I know.
But who can deny the joy it brings when you find that special thing? You're flying without wings. So impossible as they may seem, you've got to fight for
Oh, Bob, stop, 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 stop,
everything.
stop. No more.
Oh,
No more, no
to
more, no more, Sheldon. No more.
go. Which one you let
No more, no more.
go would have made you complete. But for me, it's to say I love you. And that is flying without wings. For you're my special thing. I'm flying without
But, big, yo, brother, yo, brother, you are so gifted. Guys, right now, I want you to send some fire emoji in the comment for Sheldon right now, guys. Send
Thank you.
some fire emojis, some love hearts. All the females on live right online right now, send some love hearts for Sheldon Russell right now. Well, brother, that brother, you are so gifted, and I'm just happy for you that that God blessed you with such a talent where you can share to us, who is not able to sing like you. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yes. All right. So I want to ask you this question. Was there a point in the competition you thought to yourself that, hey, I must win this or I will win this? Was there a point you were saying that to yourself that I must win this?
I laugh because it actually sounds funny. No, 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 never thought that. I, oh gosh, no, there was so much talented people there. I looked at the competition and I was just thinking. Every week I would say, "Oh, if prepare my mind of how me gonna drop out."
Mhm.
The person who gonna drop out
Wow.
is trying to prepare my face expression. Don't look too sad. like, like if you never know what got through the mind. Like me actually say, "Thank you God
Yes.
to carry me this far." Like honestly, me I think about that. Me I say, I mean, me not gonna be upset about it. I mean, me not want to look too sad. It's like, but you know, um, again, if you look, if you watch it, you know, see as some brilliant persons, that is some really good talent. I'm gonna just try if it
Yeah.
sound nice. Like uh, I'm gonna see myself as that person who would try if it sound nice and say nice things. But trust me, there were really good talent out there, talents there. And you know, it would have been like almost ridiculous for me just see it as like me just can just win that. No, never see it like that. That'd be
That's right. That's right. I because I remember I used to watch it and I saw where there were so many talented persons on it singing because even my own church brother was on it. That's Casey Donaldson. He's my church brother.
oh,
Well, no longer my church brother, but he was. So persons like him and other I don't remember all of the names, but he's like I understand what you're talking right now. But I wanted to tell us which week, in the competition was you were having some challenge with because we know that digital writing star, you have to sing like dancehall, because knowing you that you were Christian, you have to sing like dancehall, you have the reggae, different category, of music or you have to sing. So tell us about that, which week was you were having challenge with?
Want to mention this even first before I mention, like realize that God make me skip out dance all night, like it make me become a wild card so that me skip out dance all. I like me, I say, oh, okay, like God make me skip out the night there. But the worst week was the week when we have to sing like birthday, my birth year song,
Mm-hmm.
and a new song that was created in 2019 at the time. And that's because I those two songs. I mean, I were prepared, and you know, we're campaign. Like, I was trying to choose songs. I mean, I already know
Yeah.
for practice for practice, and
Mm-hmm.
me choose um me choose the song Thursday, which was like so close to Sunday. But that's because I
Wow.
couldn't find one because me no know the new song them. Me never know the new song them, and so
Mm-hmm.
me choose some different songs, and nobody that work out. The song I eventually choose was the producer suggested one there. Can we know it?
Wow.
Can we just talk? And we never too like his song, to be honest with you. No, me never too like his song because it's a song where it's like it's yeah look one girl. That's how his song. You know, like when I say
Yes.
nothing wrong with pursuing a wife.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
the song was not talking about pursuing a wife. It was talking about looking at a girl and we could just have a good time. You know, and so it's like me I say, why? You know, I not like what the song represent. You know, we already have the struggles as man, so we you know we don't like what the song represent. You know, and so
That's right. I
singing the song.
understand.
I was so lethargic. I was so lethargic. Yeah, you know, I was just so lethargic singing it. And the next song now, oh yeah, and Anthony Miller even say it. Him say wet rat. No, wet rag. Sorry, but someone tell you why I say wet rat because him say wet rag. Him say you come like a wet rag, which the concept actually means that you're acting lethargic. You just come
Mm-hmm.
like a you just you look like last week. So when we go up on the street, I mean a campaign, I mean I say, yo, you want to see me next week? Wait, him say, are you the youth? Are you the youth when they come to wet rat? Me say, me say no wet rat. A wet rat. Him say, yo, see wet rat, yo, 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 Jamaica,
But,
Jamaica, we change your name in a second, yo, Jamaica, we change your name, yo. Wet rat, man, start calling. But anyways, that week and the next song that I was singing, which was not so as bad as Can We Just Talk, was You Got to Be, which me no know me never get to learn the song fast enough. Again, a Thursday I'm gonna have to learn two songs this time around. And again we are campaign. So me can't even stay home for practice. And when I come from campaigning, trust me, you're tired. You're tired.
wow.
So so
Mm-hmm.
that week there me actually I call my mother and I say, yo, mama, me I come home here, man. As in not coming home as in left the competition, but me I tell her I say, yo,
Yeah.
I'll drop me go drop out because before me sing a song,
Absolutely.
me drop me drop out because me no know the song yeah. And me just know say it a go slip up and it and then me call them and tell them say I say me sad, me just me not think it a go work. Me think the week I last week. Me tell them you know. But thanks be to God.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks be to God it never go so. And yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So I want you to tell us something because you said something earlier that you choose the song or the producer gave you that song to sing. Was it a case where you guys had to choose song of your own or they gave you song to rehearse every single week? Tell us about that.
You would have to choose the you have to choose the song, but if the producer um don't think the song fits you, they will
Hmm.
suggest something else. They'll suggest something else. So it has to be decided between you and the producer per se. You can't really just um yeah, and that I think they're looking out for you in that way. Um
Yes, yes.
yeah, so yeah, yeah.
All right. So tell us about the final night, the final night, because as I said, I was doing some research and I was like, your eye was like, and it's like, at one point I saw where you were crying and everything. I mean, it's like literally, I felt, yeah, I felt, oh my God, Sheldon, Sherlon rather, he made it. And it's like, I felt so emotion for you, or emotional for you, because me I said, wow, he's crying, and then your mom's there, and persons were like crying for you, and the audience was like cheering for you. Tell us about the final night. What was basically going through your head when you were on the stage and seeing all those pretty things coming from out of the ceiling. Tell us about the final night.
Man, just going back there, it's a very emotional experience because it has a lot of meaning behind it. It it first of all, it means that God can do anything. God can do the impossible.
He did it.
You're
Yes,
not a barrier. You're not not even you can limit what God can do for you and through
that's
you.
right.
And so
That's right.
it was an amazing experience because it also meant that the word that I heard in 2018
Mhm.
was from God. That's what it meant to me. Like I was like, oh, so God, you were the one telling me this. It was not just coming out of my, just me.
Imagination, or you were just thinking
Yeah,
about it and stuff like that. Hmm.
exactly. And so I was like, so God, you talk to me. Just yeah, send me on a mission then, man. And like I was just like, everything was just flooding to me, like that, and that moment. And I was, at the first time, as I mentioned, it was like a surprise first. But then the
Yes,
surprise
yes,
came to just more a deeper realization of what was taking place and what it really meant. And it was just emotional, because because wow, what is this that's happening? First of all, gotta talk to me. That's something to
yes,
celebrate. And then it also mean that so him send me upon this now, and me have work to do, and you have responsibility in terms of I have a responsibility now to
yes.
represent him on this
That's
larger
right.
scale. And so
Mhm.
me just did amazed by it, and thankful too, cause me I say, wow, who vote for me, man? Like so many people vote for me. That means that
That's
people that
right.
have voted for me. I mean, I say, wow, people really, wow, thank you. I'm just really amazed and just thankful.
God is God is so good, brother Ashwin. God is so good, and as you said that God he spoke to you because you seen where you want it. That mean he literally spoke to you in the dream and said, hey,
Yeah,
it's
man.
time for you to go and get this thing. So I just say I did some research and everything and blah 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 and all those things about you. So I know that you got some funds to do a project rather. What did you do? What did you do to enhance your community, to enhance Point Hill? What did you do? Tell us about that.
All right. So what I did was, I my primary school in Point Hill. I know that they are
Hmm.
struggling with classrooms, so they didn't have
Hmm.
enough space for classrooms,
Yeah,
as you know normal. So what they have to do sometimes, they have to have they change out like a lot of switching up. They have to go in at the library, go stay.
yeah.
If you have
Hmm.
classroom. In fact, the library was no longer a library up there, and
Wow.
so it was just like a room where them go where the students them went on a class we go stay, and
Hmm.
so it's like more classes than rooms. And sometimes people don't have to go outside, and so me hear about that and thing. But they really want to give them on the library, but apparently the
Yes,
money was
yes.
not for that. And so what they suggested, which is the Digicel suggested that I give them a gazebo, which is gazebo is a kind of like a place where they can use it as a classroom per se, as a outside almost
Hmm.
like an outside area where they can sit together and have class and stuff like that. Yeah, so hey, when you look when we did look on it, like me think you could have do like whole heap of stuff, but that was basically what it. Yeah, we wish we could have do more, but that's it. That's what could have been done. That's all of it.
Well,
Yeah.
well, my my God, He sees your intention, and He realized that you wanted to help your school. You wanted well. He know that you are this kind-hearted person who want to see people doing better overall, and so that is why I think He allowed you to win the register, so that you were able to made that impact to the your primary school. So I want us to jump rather back in your Christianity. Would you say Digital Rising Star allows your faith to grow stronger, or did it pull you away from God? Tell us about that. Did it, allow your faith to grow stronger, or did it, say, did it pull you back from God? Yeah.
Um, strong of course, because as I mentioned, it's like a fulfillment of a word that I got from God. So it
Hmm.
definitely definitely give me a push, in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And so it really it made me just I listen more, more I hear what God has to say again. More, me just so it did that that in that way. It was a push in terms of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So one moment here. So guys, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. So as you heard that Sheldon, Sheldon rather, his faith, grow stronger because he saw that God, allowed him to win the Digital Rising Star. I want to share this video of Sheldon Russell, performing on the Digital Rising Star. So please stay tuned for this video right now. Sure. So this video will be giving you a feedback of who Sherlon Russell is when he was on the Digital Rising Star. All right, so let's.
In the light of the reason, the reason.
Wow, 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 wow. That is like so amazing. That is so amazing. I mean, Sherlon, that is one of my best video or performance that you did on this register. That's one of my best one and I love it so much. Like every single day, since I invited you on my talk show, it's like I've been listening to that song like every single day because I love it, and it's like but I wanted to
Thank
tell us about this performance. Seeing that where that female, she was like feeling the song because I think it says, let's see here, um, over there's a mansion because God, going to prepare a place for us. Please tell us about that performance. Yeah, tell us about it. Seeing your mom, she was there like, wow, my son, yeah. Tell us about that performance, please.
Yeah, yeah. That song was it was hard to choose a gospel song. It's gospel night. That's like where our heart is as children of God. And so
Yes, yes.
but I chose that song. You know, I don't know. It was that song just was like there was a lot of songs that I had, but that song just really grabbed me because it was just an inspiring song and it's an encouragement to persons. So when I sang that song, it was an encouragement even to myself also.
Mhm.
So the words that I just mentioned, no more night, no more tears, never crying again. And you know, and I really felt, I really felt, you know, probably that was one of my favorite nights. In terms of because I just felt so, I guess alive. I felt so alive. I felt
So,
happy singing it. Um, and of course, as I mentioned, mommy was there and sister was there, family was there just supporting and rejoicing. Because this song is a song that you can rejoice no matter what, no matter what you're going through in life. You can rejoice about that song because that song is telling you that
mhm.
even what you're going through right now, you will have no more of that.
That's right.
And
Yes.
yeah, so it's just yeah.
And you know, my favorite part, bro, my favorite part was like,
Mhm.
that was like my favorite part. Like, that high note. I was like, man, oh my God. That was my favorite part, bro. I must say you are so gifted, and I'm happy that you are using your talent to win souls for the kingdom of God. Because listen to me, we all know that Digital Rising Star, so many Christians that entered Digital Rising Star, and most of these Christians are like out there, they turn back and stuff like that. But I want to ask you this question, and I saw that one of my friends from USA, commented that question, earlier. But for Christians would like to enter Digital Rising Star, but because of their denomination and because of their pastor, advise them not to. What advice do you have, or do can you give us tonight to Christians who want to enter Digital Rising Star, but is afraid of the public opinions? What advice can you give to those Christians who want to enter Rising Star, but are afraid of the public opinions?
Oh, Christians who want to enter Rising Stars, but are afraid of the public opinions. Um, Again, it's a in terms of like specifically if a pastor refuses there, I wouldn't know how to answer that one. If a pastor refuses
Okay.
their member not to enter Rising Stars, I would know how to address that one per se. But generally, outside of that, again, that's something else. Um, if you are just as scared of the public opinion and how the church will view you are, you know,
Mhm.
I would say check the motive, check the conviction behind why. Um,
Yes.
check the conviction. That's really what I would say. If the conviction is towards and it's linked and it's not separate from you being a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
you as in the the commission that you have, which is to represent Christ, then I don't think you should do it. If it's just to get famous, I don't
Do
think it
not
is
do
worth it.
it.
No,
That's right.
you're gonna be tied up with a lot of things if that's the reason. If it is to represent Christ and you have a conviction to use a greater platform to represent Christ, then I would say go for it. I would say go for it because
Mm-hmm.
there's you can never do too much in terms of spreading the gospel. The gospel does wonders for
That's
people in this life and in the next. The gospel is very important, and so I would say you should go for it if that's a conviction, go for it. And again,
mm-hmm.
it's not that I don't look at life like this, like you have to always win. I don't look like life as I have to win. But I think our winning in the world view of winning. I think you
Mm-hmm.
win every time you do your best
That's
at
right.
something. Honestly, I think you win every single time when you do your
That's
best,
right.
and when you are you're like really just in the will of God and doing what He says. That's what I think winning is.
Exactly. Exactly. And I must say, this quote says that, hey, winning is not always, coming first or being first in a competition, but
Welcome.
having the boldness, having the automatic the audacity rather to enter that competition. That means, hey, you are a winner, right? It doesn't always mean that, hey, you will be first or you will win the competition, but once you step out of your comfort zone and say, hey, I'm going to enter that thing, then that means you are a winner. But Sheldon, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now? Do you see yourself entering any other competition, like the JCDC competition, or yeah, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's challenging sometimes to make goals and sometimes to not see them come forth as you would want them to come forth. But if I talk about, as you mentioned, it's just really just easy as I said. It's just what I see. What I see, I would
Yes.
say I would love to see. I would love to have a greater impact in terms of music, gospel music in Jamaica. In terms of, I would love it for it to be much easier for me to do a musical project. It's very hard now. Um,
Yes.
and in terms of JCDC, I've thought about that also because I did JCDC a few years ago also. I came third in it. So, but I was thinking of it also again where I would write a song and give it a try again. So I wouldn't say I was see myself doing it, or maybe I could say I see myself doing
Mhm.
it. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. But really, what I want to do is continue to do as much as I can
Yes,
to share the, whatever, all these, the material that God has inspired me to write so far, to share them
mhm.
in the best way I can, with the best way I can. That's what my aim is. Hmm.
That's right. That's right. And I think I've heard some, some songs. I think you have collab with is it Judith Gale and some other artists.
Yeah.
Who is that going? Tell us about that. Your collabs with
Oh,
Judith Gale and all those people.
yeah. Yeah. Judy Gale, and I did a collab with Flavia Beswick. Yeah. So collabing with Judy Gale, is a really very, honorable, moment, because I mean, Judy Gale, her testimony, I love her testimony, and I love her songs too. And she's very nice. I didn't meet her in person even over until now though. Okay, COVID,
Yes. Hmm.
COVID a go round, as what I say. It just changed everything. But COVID um never prevented the project from coming going into completion. So I'm thankful for that. Like God allowed me to do something like that. It was amazing. And Paul Barkley, was the producer. He really caused that connection to happen. Flavia Beswick, same thing. Paul Barkley helped for that to happen, and I'm very happy for that. The song is titled "Would You Be Ready?" If Jesus comes tomorrow, would you be ready? That's the song, and the one with um, Judith Gill is "The Miracle Worker is here." The Miracle Worker is here.
So guys, I want you to go on YouTube and check out, those songs that he had mentioned just now. So guys, again, this is Sherlon Russell, the Digicel Rising Star 2019 winner. He has shared his story and how God has done, so many things for him, where, his background and stuff like that. Remember to like, comment, share, and invite a friend to be a part of this talk show. And again, if you have a testimony that you would like to share to us, feel free to reach out to me at 5344984 so I can have you share your testimony. So Sherlon, we're almost at the end of this show tonight, but I know for sure that you can prepare with a song to sing for us tonight before you go, don't you?
Yes, yes, I have
Because
a
so I know, because I know that my audience, also, come prepared to listen to you sing tonight. So I want you to take us out in singing right now. All right,
all right,
over to you.
all right. If you see tears falling from your eyes, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. If you see tears falling from your eyes, don't you worry. 'Cause with these tears that I cry, it is building and you strengthen me. So brother, don't you worry about me. Let it be. It's just my Lord and Savior here with me. If you see tears falling from your eyes, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, 'cause we have all been there before through those troubled times. So don't you worry, for in these tears that
cry. It is building and you strengthen you. So, sister, don't you worry, no, don't let it be. I say, sister, Lord and Savior, healing me. Yeah. For in His presence there are tears of joy. And with every tear I cry, He knows the reason why. He's my Savior, the healer, the man with the cure. So with Jesus in my life, I don't need anything more. If you see tears falling from my eyes, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. If you see tears falling from your eyes, don't you worry. I'll never worry. 'Cause in these tears that I cry, it is building and you strengthen me. So, sister, don't you worry about me. Let it be. It's just my Lord and Savior. He indeed. In His presence, there are tears of joy. With every tear I cry, He knows the reason why. He's my Savior, the healer, the man with the cure. So with Jesus in my life, I don't need anything more. If you see tears falling from my eyes, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. And if you see tears falling from your eyes, don't you worry. I'll never worry. For in these tears that I cry, it is building in you strength me. So, brother, don't you worry about me. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. It's just my Lord and Savior. Healing.
Oh my word. Oh my God. That is such a powerful, that is so powerful, Sherlon. I mean, that is so like awesome. That is so awesome. But I'm gonna ask you, is it okay to sing this song for my audience that, um, the blood never loses power? Can you sing that for us tonight? Is that okay?
Sure, sure, sure.
Wow.
The blood that Jesus shed for
Mm,
me way back on Calvary. Oh, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never its power reaches to the highest mountain. Oh, and it flows to the lowest valley. Oh, oh, the Lord that gives me strength from day to day. Oh, it will never lose its power. Oh, the blood that Jesus shed all for me. Way back on Calvary. Oh, that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power. Oh, for reaching to
Come on now.
the highest mountain. I know it goes to the lowest valley. Oh, that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power. Can we sing it one more time? Oh, it reaches to the
Come on.
highest mountain, and it goes to the lowest valley. Oh, Lord, that gives me strength. Oh, from day to day, it will never lose its power.
Mighty God of Daniel. Wow.
Amen.
Mighty God. Mighty God. Such a powerful ministry that God has blessed you with, Brother Sheldon. Come on, guys. I want you to send some image right now for Sheldon Russell right now, guys. He is so powerful, and I know for sure that you have been blessed by his song just now. Oh my God. Oh God. Sheldon, I know that time is against us, but I must say, thank you so much, so much for taking the time out to be on my talk show tonight. It is a pleasure having you, and I know for sure that my guest also, was blessed, or to listen to you. It was minister right now in song. But before I let you go, brother, I want you to. What advice can you say to us as Christians? Your final words.
All right. What I would say now, dependence, dependence on God would be my advice. Don't depend on self. As much as we might hear that throughout our lives, that we should depend on ourselves, and dependence on God is important. I hear, I'm a church brother at my church that really encouraged me with that word. And it also mentioned about what dependence really look like. Dependence really looks like, it looks like prayer. That's what it looks like. That's why the scripture says pray without ceasing. The
That's
moment
right.
your prayer life shows how much you think of yourself, the more you pray, it shows that you you're depending on God. The less you pray, it's you telling God, and you're telling yourself that you don't really need God.
That's true. Yes.
So praying is really your way of telling God you're dependent on Him. And trust me, leaning on God, a broken and a contrite spirit, the world will not despise. Leaning on Him, you'll never be disappointed in that.
Man,
Yeah, that's,
you are so right, brother. Trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not unto our own understanding, but in all our ways, He will. We must acknowledge Him, and He will direct our path. Sherlon Russell, thank you so much for taking the time out again for being a part of my talk show. I mean, tonight was like so like a blessing, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. Thank you so much,
thank
bro.
you too. Thank
And I
you. I appreciate
pray. But I want you to tell us where can we find you? Can we, what is your name on all social media platform, whether on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Facebook, Sherlon Russell. I have a page on Facebook, and I have my personal um you know profile on Facebook, and both of them is Sherlon Russell. Instagram, it's Russell Sherlon. I probably need to start that out, but if you
Yeah.
type in Sherlon Russell, you should find it also. In On Twitter, I just kind of started Twitter, but it's still Sherlon Russell. YouTube, it's Sherlon Russell also. So you can find me by using Sherlon Russell. All right.
Wonderful. So guys, please go over to Facebook, also YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and support my brother. He's doing a wonderful work in the Lord, and he need your support. Just like how I need your support, he need your support to do the work of the Lord. My brother, thank you so much for taking the time out, to join tonight broadcast. I pray that God will give you strength to do his work, and also give you strength in this pandemic COVID-19. And I also I don't know your mom do not know me, but I want you to give your mom or your family rather my blessing, and all the best, as you strive to do or to achieve your future plans or future goals. All right, so thank you so much, bro, and all the best to you again. All right.
Thank you, and God bless you too, and God bless everyone that was here tonight. It was appreciate being here. It was a blessing. It was a blessing, and it was an encouragement also. Thank you. Thank you.
Indeed. Blessings, bro. Take care. Oh my word. Oh my word, guys. Oh my, I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. And I know for sure that you were also blessed by, his singing tonight. The blood will never lose his power. Once you depend on God, like, trust me, you will never fail. You will always be victorious. So guys, again, we're at the end of our talk show tonight. And I must thank every single everyone who took the time out to be on my talk show tonight. Again, please guys, remember to support my talk show. And how can you support my talk show? By subscribing, like, comment, and sharing the link to your friends, to your family. Tell your friends about AS Testimony Talk Show. Many of you guys might be wondering, what is AS? AS stands for Akeem Smith. Akeem Smith. God gave me this task, and I was like, God, I'm going to just make a name AS, Testimony Talk Show, and I'm just so happy that God gave me this mantle, and it is going on well, and all glory belongs to God. Guys, remember to support this talk show. Uh, Blessings to you, my cousin. Blessings to you, Cash Wayne from the USA. Blessings to you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. My dad, my spiritual dad, my one of my biggest supporter. He's my team. We're a team together. To Sister Henry, blessings to you. Shelly Connors, guys, please remember to go over to Shelly Connor YouTube channel and support her channel. She's doing a wonderful job. So many contents over there. That you can benefit from. Please support her YouTube channel, as we strive to do, things for the Lord. Again, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my talk show. It was a blessing. To all my friends, to all my first timers, please remember to support this talk show, support my ministry by subscribing, sharing the link, invite a friend next week. Listen to me. Next week will be a power pack. I have a young lady from Manchester. She said, "Hey, Akeem, I have a testimony that I want to share." And trust me, guys, she's also my schoolmate. So, guys, join me next week, Sunday, same time, same place for another fulfilling time in the Lord. Also, I want to take the time out to bless up my church sister, Sister Fuller. Blessings to you. Love you so much. My best friend Siobhan Henry. Bless Sharon Siobhan Riley. Blessings to you, brother. Enough love and respect to all my viewers. Blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a power pack, and I want to thank God for allowing you to be here. Manchester is here. Manchester. Manchester, my parish. Yes, yes, yes. She's from Manchester, Mandeville. Yeah, we attend Forest High School, guys, just to make an effort to miss next week. Welcome to you. Is it Ella? Please remember to subscribe and support. And guys, remember, I have some content that you need to watch. Go and watch it, and so I can get reach my target on YouTube. Right, guys. Thank you so much again for making this talk show a success. And listen to me. God is the one that gave me this task. And even if you do not come and support it, God will send stranger to come and support this talk show because He's the one that gave me this. Right. So I'm not worrying, I'm not fretting because I'm depending on God. I'm depending on God that God will let this talk show grow from strength to strength. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And again, if you have a testimony that you would like to share to Jamaica or to the world, feel free to contact me at 876-5344984. That's 876-5344984. And I will give you the chance to be on my talk show to share what God has done for you. Again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. It is a pleasure. And again, remember to subscribe, share the link, invite a friend next week. So, your friend can also receive what God has in store next week, Sunday. Same time, same place. Again, guys, I was here. My name is Akeem Smith, and I'm your host, right, for AS Testimony Talk Show. It was a pleasure having you all again tonight. Please join me next week, Sunday at 7 p.m. sharp. Again, my guest will be joining me all the way from Manchester. She has a powerful testimony. Invite a friend, and remember to subscribe and support my Testimony Talk show. Again, guys, please have yourself a wonderful night, and I pray that God will bless you all as you start a new week tomorrow. Please be blessed. I was here. Take care.